Day 5, week 4. Today we have 3 supersets followed by a quick little burner workout. Our first superset is going to open with a new movement. It is a dumbbell or kettlebell squat jump. Now, the way a kettlebell is shaped, if you have one, it's going to work a little bit easier and better with a kettlebell. So we're going to get into our squat stance. I'm going to keep my chest up. I'm going to bring my arms down. Think about how like a gorilla kind of sits. That's the way we want to look when we set up for this. So unlock my knees, push my hips back, chest up, and then we're going to perform the prescribed reps, jumping explosively, touch and go, right into the next rep. Now, of course, you can perform this with a dumbbell. It's just going to sit a little differently. The handle's not as easy to grab. I'm going to go ahead and orient the dumbbell this way. I'm going to grab it just like this. And of course, we can perform it the same way with the dumbbell. Now we're going to superset this movement today with a new one, a dumbbell hip thrust. So we need a bench or a box, something that's going to go ahead and allow us to elevate off of our back. I'm going to go ahead and sit down. I'm going to place that dumbbell right here across my hips, get my back up onto that bench. Now the count on this is a 2-0 X1 count. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna explode up, I'm gonna descend for 2 seconds. So 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, down. So it's very similar to the glute bridges that we do in our warm-ups, but what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and load that with a weight. You guys can probably load this with the heaviest dumbbell you have once you get comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable just with how to set it up, go ahead and load it light until you are, and then load it up a little bit heavier. Superset number 2, we're going to superset a goblet squat and a Turkish getup. So Turkish getups is something we do in class a fair amount, but we haven't done yet on our home plan. Goblet squats is something we've seen a lot on the home plan. Goblet squat, tempo today, 2, 2, 2, 1 tempo. So down, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, ascend, 1, 2, pause for 1 second. Now, once we hit the prescribed reps, we're gonna move immediately into Turkish getups for prescribed reps on each side. We're gonna do each side for the prescribed reps. You're gonna go immediately into the next one. I'm gonna demonstrate a Turkish getup for us. It's a little wet down there, so I'm gonna move a little bit. So a Turkish getup. I'm gonna take my dumbbell or kettlebell. This works probably better with a kettlebell. It works great with a dumbbell though as well. I'm gonna start in a fetal position. I'm gonna lay onto my back. I'm gonna place the heel that's on the same side as the bell up nice and tight to my butt. I'm gonna press that bell up. Eyeballs are gonna be on that bell. From here, I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna lean to my opposite side and post my opposite hand. From here, I'm gonna do a hip thrust up towards the sky. And this is really where the movement takes place. I'm gonna take my opposite knee. So my left leg, I'm gonna move that knee right underneath the bell. And then from here, I'm gonna do a lunge to stand out of it. I'm gonna lunge back with my left leg. So left knee on the ground, left hand on the ground. I'm gonna sweep that left leg back underneath, slide down, both hands on the bell, right back. Now I would go right back into another one. So from here, I'm sitting up. This is on my right side. Left knee on the ground, stand, step back with my left leg, left hand on the ground, sweep that leg back underneath, slide on down. That is the Turkish getup. Our final superset in today's workout is a 3-piece superset, starting out with dual dumbbell, reverse, lunges. So you'll do all of these lunges on one leg before moving to the next leg. We'll move immediately from those to chainsaw rows, which is a new movement, and it's gonna be on a 3-0-x-0 count. So we're gonna get into what basically looks like our split squat stance. So this is my right side. I'm gonna go ahead and perform this movement. I'm gonna post my left arm on my left leg. So the count is and explode up with 0 at the top and 3 seconds on the way down. So this looks, it's called a chainsaw row for a reason. It looks like we're starting a chainsaw. I'm gonna go ahead and row that bell up. 1, 2, 3, right back up. 1, 2, 3, right back up. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna hit the prescribed reps on either side, immediately moving into our dumbbell goblet position wall sit. So I'm gonna take that dumbbell, I would find a wall. I'm just gonna demo it in the air, sit back onto that wall, and then you're gonna go ahead and hold for that prescribed amount of time with that dumbbell in the goblet position. Today we are gonna wrap up our training session with a quick burner. We have a run, row, or bike option into lateral burpees. So our lateral burpee over our dumbbell, what that's gonna look like is I'm gonna get nice and flat to the deck with that dumbbell to the side of me. Then from here, I'm gonna snap up. Ideally, my feet land parallel to that dumbbell. I'm gonna jump across, get flat to the deck, and I'm jumping over the dumbbell. The most common mistake I see when we're doing these, we'll hit that burpee, we'll snap up, and we'll jump laterally, not over the dumbbell, behind the dumbbell. So we wanna make sure we're using that dumbbell as a little mini hurdle each time. This is gonna be a really fun, not really fun, this is gonna be a really intense way to end the training session. This one, we really wanna get after this, put the pedal down, sell out, see what you've got on this one.